Hey, quick question. Have you ever wondered what really goes on behind the scenes at airports? I mean, you think it's all smooth and organized, right? But what if I told you there are secrets? Real secrets that airlines and airport staff don't want you to know. Things that could save you time, save you money, and maybe even save your sanity the next time you travel. Sounds interesting? Stick around, because I'm about to spill 10 airport secrets that will completely change how you see air travel. Have you ever heard the announcement, "We're sorry, but your flight is overbooked"? That moment where your stomach just drops. Here's the thing, airlines do that on purpose. They actually sell more tickets than there are seats on the plane. I know, it sounds crazy, but they're betting some passengers won't show up. It's a numbers game for them to keep flights as full as possible and make the most money. But when everyone does show up, some people get bumped. And here's the kicker: if that happens to you, don't just accept a voucher or a free meal. Demand cash compensation. In the US, if you're involuntarily bumped, you could be legally entitled to up to 4 times the price of your ticket. That's a lot of money people miss out on simply because they don't ask. So next time, stand your ground and know your rights. Now, about security, who hasn't groaned at those long lines and taken off their shoes, emptied their pockets, and gotten poked and prodded. But let me tell you, airport security isn't as foolproof as you might think. Secret government tests have shown that undercover agents manage to get fake bombs and weapons through TSA checkpoints more than 90% of the time. Yeah, I know that's wild. It's unsettling, but it also means that despite all the scanners and rules, dangerous stuff can still slip through. Also, those random checks. They're not random at all. People get flagged based on things like buying one-way tickets, last-minute bookings, or even just how they act in the airport. So if you keep getting pulled aside, it might be because of these hidden triggers, not just bad luck. And have you noticed how everything inside the airport is insanely expensive? Water bottles, sandwiches, coffee, they might as well be gold-plated for the prices they charge. Here's why: airports charge the shops and restaurants huge rents, which means those places have to jack up their prices to survive. Plus, when you're stressed or rushing to catch a flight, you're less likely to compare prices or say no. It's a clever, if frustrating, way to make money. My tip: bring an empty bottle and fill it up at a water fountain after security, and eat before you get to the airport. It's an easy way to avoid getting ripped off. Speaking of bags, have you ever wondered what actually happens to your suitcase after you check it in? Spoiler alert, it's not treated like a fragile treasure. Baggage handlers are under intense pressure, juggling hundreds of bags quickly, tossing and stacking them without much care. That's why so many suitcases come out damaged. When flights are delayed or connections tight, things get even messier, and your luggage can get lost or sent to the wrong place. To protect yourself, avoid packing fragile items in checked bags, use a hard shell suitcase, and take a quick photo of your luggage before handing it over. It makes filing a claim way easier if something goes wrong. Now, about flight delays. Have you ever been stuck waiting while the airline blames bad weather, only to look outside and see clear blue skies? Here's the truth: weather is often an excuse airlines use to dodge responsibility. The real causes can be crew scheduling issues, mechanical problems, or the late arrival of another plane. If they admit those reasons, they might have to compensate you. So, next time your flight's delayed, don't just accept the weather excuse. Ask what's really going on. If it's something else, you might be owed vouchers, hotel stays, or even a refund. But they won't offer these unless you push for them. Now, you've probably heard that airport lounges are only for first class or business travelers. Well, here's a little secret: many lounges are actually open to anyone willing to pay a small fee or who have certain credit cards. Some even offer day passes for less than the price of a meal in the terminal. Inside, you get comfy seats, free snacks, Wi-Fi, charging stations, and sometimes showers. If you've got a long layover, these lounges are a total game changer. So before you settle into that crowded gate area, check if your credit card grants you free access, or see if buying a day pass makes sense. It's often worth it. Here's something a lot of travelers don't think about: the cleanliness of airport bathrooms. They're usually crowded and can be pretty gross, right? But here's the trick: the cleanest. And don't forget to subscribe my channel for more travel tips and hacks.